Hey everybody, today I want you guys to make your own pattern. So go ahead and open a new document and name it your name, pattern, warm up. When you're finished, I would like you to save it and upload it to the Google classwork where you got the link for this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is draw a shape. You can draw your shape however you want. You can use the rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, star, flare. I don't really care. I'm going to use the pen tool and make a flower petal. And I'm going to switch those and turn off my stroke so I only have a fill now. And I'm going to use my gradient tool and actually pull up the gradient window. All right, let's change this to blue. It's not letting me do that. All right, I'm going to change this color here to red, and I'll change this one to yellow, and I want it to be more red than yellow, so I'm going to pull the red out like that maybe. Okay, excellent. Now I have one petal, and when I click off of it, the stroke outline goes away. And I'm going to pull this down here and copy and paste it. Paste, 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 paste. Bring in these up here. And I'm just making a really simple flower design. This also sort of looks like candy corn. Okay, and you can take as much time as you need with your pattern. I'm not taking very much time right now so that you guys can spend your time making your own pattern and less time watching this video. But anyway, okay, that's pretty good. And I'll just make a little circle in the middle. Okay. Now I'm going to select all of them, group them together, and go back to the top of your screen, Object, drop down to Pattern, and Make. Now a window pops up that says the new pattern has been added to the Swatches panel, which means you can change the fill to any shape that you create from here on out to have this pattern inside. Any changes made while in pattern editing mode will be applied to the swatch upon exit. So I can change lots of things here. If I change the numbers here, you'll see the width is set to 452. If I increase that, oops, not to 5,500. There's more space in between them vertically. If I change the height, then there's more space between the top and bottom of each one. If you come over here, you can change the tile type. So right now it's set to a standard grid, but you can change it to brick where it's sort of they're interspaced unevenly, or hex by column. I like this because if you go ahead and click the pattern tile tool at the top left of the pattern options window, this just is a lot more intuitive to me. So if I stretch this out, there's going to be more space around. If I stretch it higher, there will be more space between the top and bottom of each flower, but not as much between the sides. And the opposite's true if I go the other way. Yeah. So if you make it smaller than your actual object, you start getting really funky overlaps and you sort of lose sight of the original shape. But a lot of cool things can come from that too. So anyway, there we are. There's a simple flower-ish pattern. You can dim the copies down here if you just want to look at the original. That's usually how it's set, but I wanted to see how it would look in how it would actually look. So I increased the dim copies to 100%. Okay, great. Now, if you're finished, you'll have to come up here and click done with the check mark. Okay, and your pattern went away, but it still exists within your swatches panel. So I'm going to delete all of that, and I'm just going to make a big old circle now and swap that out so there's no fill. Open my swatches panel, which you can also get to from window, drop down to swatches. You can see mine's open, the check mark's there. And with my ellipse highlighted, I'm just going to click on my new pattern, which is over here. This is cool because it's just like a nice option for backgrounds at any time, or if you're ever doing like prototype samples of clothing where you're using a fabric print that you've designed in Illustrator. You can change the fill of like a t-shirt so that it's got one pattern versus another that you've made. And that's all you need to do. So go ahead, play around, make your own pattern, and save it and upload it to Google Class, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.